What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you the power of Axiom Arcanist on Garen. For those of you who don't know, Axiom Arcanist is the new rune on the sorcery tree that replaced Nullifying Orb. It gives 14% extra damage, healing, or shielding for a single target ultimates, and 9% for area of effect ultimates. Also, anytime you get a kill or assist, it reduces your ultimate's current cooldown by 7%. Now getting into the game, I'm running Conquer with Flash Ignite on Garen, and Cho'Gath I believe is running Halo Blades with Teleport. So I am stronger in the early game than Cho'Gath with my Conquer advantage. So I look for push. I normally like to go E in these matchups, but I end up going Q because there was a skirmish in the river, and I kind of needed my Q for it. And then I get unlucky in DC right here, so I lose my priority by letting him get a free Q auto on me. He now gets to chunk me down pretty heavily, lands another Q onto me, while he gets his level up, so he throws in an E, and now I just have to play back and respect. Unlucky, but happens sometimes. Have to adjust and adapt, but now my goal is to just let him push in the wave. That way I'm not forced to walk up for last hits. I retreat a little bit to get those two minions. But he can't really punish me too hard. I want to get my Garen passive with D-Shield going, so that way I have enough health to play out the bounce. Because I have Ignite and he has Teleport, I'm stuck in lane. He can just TP back and just hold me in lane. So I just need to stay healthy here. I can't contest it too much because the turret. And after all of that, I got 14 out of 18, so that's not that bad. Game's definitely not over by any stretch of the imagination for me. Now I make another dumb decision here, I believe. Yep, and I just walk into his auto attacks for no reason at all. W way too late. Luckily I dodged that Q, otherwise he may have had some kill threat onto me. But he just keeps hard shoving. He wants to get his passive going. Cho'Gath passive in the early game is really strong, gets him back all that mana he's spending on hitting the wave. But now that I'm pretty weak again, I'm just trying to avoid getting hit by anything except this cannon. I'm W early on that one, so I get a good damage reduction while he lands all of his abilities. Gets reduced by 60%, which is pretty massive in the game. I think it's 60, might actually be less. But by a good chunk in the early game, I think it's 69% nasty. 14 out of 18 minions to start. We'll take that, especially with how bad we started. Now he's just looking to keep hitting the wave. I'm still not loving where my health is at. I want to get a little higher since he's still at full health. Like, let him get push again. I'm not really missing any minions for it, so it's fine with me. Now I gotta farm under my tower again. Healing Q, that's fine. Missed that one. I should get all of these. Perfect. So even with that rough start, we're doing okay. My Wukong pings that he's coming up, so I'm gonna look to bait. Let's say getting hit by the Q is part of the bait. It wasn't, but we'll try to think that. Gives the Cho'Gath confidence to start pushing in on me. He goes for the all-in. I W to reduce some of that damage, and then I'm waiting for my Q to come back up. Flash Q, get the kill. If I flashed too early, I would have just been running the same speed as him, so I was waiting for my Q to come back up just to get that little burst of movement speed so I can finish him off without dying. And then I choose to instantly recall here because while I may miss like 5-6 minions in total, that's better than losing the previous wave and the next wave. Because he has teleport, I need to base as soon as possible. Because he was pushing so much, I actually decided to go with T-Mat just to give me some more wave push myself in the early game. That way I can match his push, and I wanted to eventually get to the point where I could start proxying against him. Because getting kills on Cho'Gath doesn't really mean much. He's still going to be tanky, he's still going to have a silence and knockups and execute, get really big. So I'm just looking to farm as best I can here, and maybe get a position to proxy. Let's see. I go for a ward just to make sure he's not backing. He's actually going to get the plant, which is smart on him, but my Wukong happens to be there, so I'm going to go help my Wukong out. Good Q on his end, but my Wukong was smart and dodged it. But Hecarim was bot, he got dragon, so we're gonna go after the Void Grubs. Show's gonna try and stop us a little bit, but I think that's a poor decision because 1v2 he ain't doing anything against us. Almost eats me. My damage, or my W doesn't stop true damage, which means I was just above execute range, but the small shield made it so that he couldn't actually get me into execute range. I'm gonna go back, hard show this wave. He doesn't have teleport yet, so I can safely crash this. If I had Demolish, maybe I'd agreed for a plate, but don't want to lose my tempo. He's already back with new home guards, so he'll be in base pretty soon. I maybe could have stayed in base for an extra 10-15 gold, so I could have got a ruby crystal and a dagger, just because having the health in the early game actually is really impactful for Garen, because your passive heals percent max HP, so the more HP you have, the more you're healing. But I was greedy, wanted the damage, don't want to miss anything, and he potentially could have got this plate if I waited those 5 seconds. Especially with Demolish. Which, actually, does he even have Demolish this game? I don't know in a second. Yeah, he does have Demolish. We would have seen it proccing. Maybe, I don't think he has Demolish, but he does have Resolve secondary. He's just going to keep getting that shove off by spamming all of his abilities into the wave. Again, there's no real point in trying to contest it too much, as kills on him don't matter that much, especially now that he's already 0-2. I know he used his ultimate in that last fight, so I wasn't too concerned about execution range. And again, with Garen passive, I'm just going to heal up. Do pop a potion for it though. And this start to the game has just been rinse and repeat. Wukong's noticing that he's just hard shoving constantly and decides to come help me again and dodge that. QE spin on him, he gets pretty weak, and there you go, the first use of Axiom Arcanist, and that did 54 damage I believe on the first ult. And that's just a level 1 ultimate. They're that increasing ult range by 54 in the early game, what is that, like, I guess that is exactly like 14% more damage. So for level 6, that's a lot of damage to start. Get the plate. No minions are coming to interrupt my TP here. No point in walking into a bush because Hecarim wasn't there either. Running back out onto the map, we got Phage and Dagger, so I believe we're about 750 off of Stride Breaker. So we can play just to farm even until he has Stride Breaker. Plus I don't have my ultimate, so I don't really have any kill pressure. He should have his ultimate coming back up again fairly soon, unless he uses it on a minion. Which, maybe I heard him do it, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna farm that. Gonna use our W a little more liberally now, because I've been taking all these bad trades. Might as well use it while I'm still healthy. That way I never actually drop low enough where I have to rely on my W to save me. Yeah, he's landing almost all his abilities, barely tickling me. I'm gonna QE spin on him, Q-mat, pop the W again early, so we're just staying at that higher HP. Free little rose petal comes under our tower, so we'll take that, get the little bit of adaptive force, and XP that it comes with. Again, he just goes back to perma shoving. Without, I guess my ultimate just came back up, so I can look to maybe thread another kill, but after, what does this wave get me to? 550 is the next mini wave. If the next mini wave is a cannon wave, this for sure will get me to 750, or at least pretty close. Where if I put base, I'll be fine. He's basing himself as well. And do I agree for a plate? Or no? Make sure it's going down to towards the Void Grubs. He doesn't respect my ultimate damage, and that kill was simply because I had Axiom Arcanist. That was the difference in that one. I go down to help my team out. Probably should work on my camera positioning. Oh, when I'm walking up to the fight, I can see a little bit better. I'm always scared though that I'm gonna run into somebody that I'm not looking at and die, but I should be fine there. So yeah, that time the Axiom Archimist did about 100 more damage, so that's really good there. That was the only reason I got the kill. So, just showing the power of it and how strong it is. Proxy that wave. I do have enough for my Stride Breaker, but Hecarim should be going down to bot side as he was just top. And I'm going to clear one more wave just because I'm greedy. Spin to win on it. And we're going to base here. Base here. Now we get our Stride Breaker, and thought about getting Zeal, but I couldn't afford it, so I actually go Swifties this game. Not having Phase Rush, I do want some movement speed, and the upgraded feats of strength Swifties are so broken. Especially on a champion that doesn't have mobility, where movement speed is your mobility. That I think it's like an extra 10 to 15 move speed plus 4% bonus moves, like total bonus movement speed. It's just crazy, and the slow resist. They have Malachi E can slow, Cho E slows. I think Silence might even slow. And then Acel has a slow, especially if he goes Rallies, everything slows. It also helps with gap closing. Quickly shove the wave. I'll look to Proxy. He's missing farm for this. He does get a Heartsteel stack. That's okay. I missed a bunch of minions for it. And then yeah, I get my Proxy off. Do I decide to go Proxy another wave? Do I want to go look for a roam mid? Or I'm looking for a Scuttle Crab here. No, I was gonna go look for a kill. Okay. Pressure Emily's farming, but I run into the queue, miss my Stride Breaker. I want to say good on him, but that was probably more a misplay by me. Now the next wave's just gonna come all the way to lane. Keep shoving if we can. Try and get more plates, but with it going down in a few seconds, I'm not gonna get any more plates this game. I still don't have the feats of strength, so first tower is something to play for even after the plates go down. So we're gonna look for a proc position. He lands another Q on me because of that slow. I don't even get the opportunity to go for it, so rinse and repeat again. Well, especially with my boost of swiftness, I should be a lot better at avoiding his abilities, especially his Q. It's so telegraphed. Maybe a little bit on him. I want to get him into kill threat range, so yeah, one more QER should kill him, especially with my Ignite up. Looking for it. He Q's, so that's my sign to go. He's actually way tankier than I thought he was going to be. And I should have cancelled my E sooner for the R. He did not need to be that low, especially with the Axiom Arcanist. He was well within kill threat, but this is my first game with it, so I wasn't sure exactly where the limits were. Yeah, I should have lived there. And yeah, I'm asking them to get that bot tower because it's so weak. 4 of them are dead, so no one should be able to come up behind him and kill him, and that'll get us the feats of strength. How are you guys liking the new season so far with all of the feats of strength? And I can never remember the name of the new objective. I always call it like Action or something. But I don't know, I think it makes the game way more early focused. The scaling champions are not doing as well, but they'll make some changes. Start of the season, everyone's just looking to fight, test out the new objectives, so I think it'll calm down. Plus, I think they've already nerfed most of the boot upgrades. Like, I think all but 3 of them have been nerfed. I know the Lucidity boots were the weakest one, so they didn't get nerfed. I think the Taxi boots and the Fat Empowered Recall boots are the other ones that didn't get changed, which I think is fair. Maybe the Taxi boots will eventually get nerfed, but as long as the Swifties, Mercs, and Plated Steel Caps got nerfed, I think that's a good start. So yeah, now that we have the first tower, and we've claimed the feats of strength. It's not as important for us to get the tower, but we still want the gold. Getting the tower just allows me to roam a little bit. Don't have my E up, so I can't spin on him. Yeah, going for the rose, and Hecarim happens to be here. QE spin on him, pop my ult, dead. Just one-shotting a Hecarim. I don't even know how much damage that one did. Let's say it did, if that's 387, let's say the last 3 have all done about 100. 100 extra damage just early in the game is a lot. And it's only going to stack as my R gets stronger. It's still level 10 still? No, level 13. Wow, this game's going by. I'm way more fed than I thought. Okay, it's still level 2 ultimate. The Hecarim I don't even think has a second item, so he's not stacking that much health. Cho's still only on 1 item, so the damage will start stacking. Plus with every kill I get, 7% lower cooldown, it's already down to 46. I just used it, and I think it's close to like 100-second cooldown. He's gonna TP. I'm just gonna take this time to, as it takes forever, I'm gonna take the time to go look for proxy, but he's gonna get a auto Q on it just to proc the void grubs. I start running away. Maybe he'll waste his time. He just wants his Hearthstone proc. Can't blame him. Anytime you run Hearthstone, it's so satisfying to get the procs. I thought about going mid here. Then I thought about basing, but I think I'm just gonna keep shoving top. This game I got that unlimited health pool basically. Trying to use this new wall to make a play on him, see if he walks up a little too far. I mean, Cho'Gath is very tanky, so I can't really one-shot him, but I can try and chunk him. So maybe the next rotation I can go for a kill. Good Q on his end. Shredebreaker earlier this time, so it actually slows him and he can't get away from me. But yeah, he's just getting too tanky for me. Whole E only did like, what, 10% of his health bar. Sitting on Phantom Dancer, so I'm gonna go base for that. Plus another 8% movement speed. So once I eventually upgrade the swiftness boots, which I think I'm allowed to upgrade them now, but I didn't have the gold to. It's gonna make me so fast on the map. Not having phase rush and Nimbus Cloak shouldn't really be an issue with all this extra move speed that I have. Shredebreaker to get that minion, and then I'm actually fine with him recalling because he doesn't have TP, so I should be able to just get the tower. I'm just gonna greet it. I'm Garen. I'll heal back the health. Make sure my minions walk under tower a little bit faster. I guess my Wukong really wants me to get the plant, but I don't want to walk into turret range a little early. I don't want my passive to keep healing me. Oh, that move speed is crazy just from a Q. Now I'm gonna look to maybe rotate, help the team out, at least hover. Gonna go for that play again now that I have Phantom Dancer. I don't think he has a second item yet, but I went a little early. Thing that he's missing because I think he's actually rotating down to the fight thing and that I was. Yeah, there he is. Look to rotate, but my team's cleaning up pretty nicely. Proxy that next wave so that way my minions get to the turret a little bit faster. Try and get that third item as fast as I can. Forgot I had Rift even. So Rift's just gonna let me one-shot this tower here. Get it about like 40%, I believe. Oh, not even. Hop in it right away. Get that second proc. Or second charge off with the Rift. This one's all the way down to 3rd HP, which is pretty nice. Plus that got me almost 1,000 gold, and we're gonna go for the new objective. I still can't remember what the name is. Otacon? I think Otacon is. That sounds right. My Wukong's in base. I think it was my Wukong was the one that was pinging it. And my team just isn't coming to help. This thing does more damage than Baron. It feels like you have to figure out what his attacks are. I'm just soaking them all up. My Shen comes to try and help me, but I don't know, my Rise is basing for some reason. So we're just getting melted alive up here. Bane comes, so now we actually have some damage on it, but we're just still gonna with my Shen. Does he die? No. He lives on 1. I live on 1. My Bane starts tanking. My Shen even gets executed. That was not well played on our end. I think the Rise and Bane needed to come sooner, but we could also just waited for him. So that's okay, we still get it. There's been a good amount of kills this game. I know it's based on 17 minutes, but there wasn't enough kills, so we get the guard. I think it's called a Voracious Autocon. Is that the one that gives the Guardian Angel effect? I know people call it a Guardian Angel. I think it's more of like an Action revive effect. So, what I found is the best way to play with this buff is go make stupid plays. Not stupid plays. Risky plays, aggressive dives. Trading 2 for 2 is great for you. Even like, you can kill 4. And, like, only, if you can kill 4, no matter how many of you die, it's 100% worth it. There's no respawn timers for you, so you get on the map so fast. I'm pinging my team to come help, even typing, go for the dive. Yeah, because if we can kill 2 and trade 2 for 2, worth it again for us. So we have 3 here, tower's half, but Aesol comes. I'm just going to start autoing the tower a little bit. My Wukong's here now, but now we have no minions, so we can't really dive. But the tower is pretty weak. I think either Hecarim or Cho'Gath gets pretty smart. Yeah, Cho'Gath comes. Massive thing on my screen. So they don't want us to dive. Smart on them. Now if I ult. Spin the win on him. As I'm dying, I just pop my ult just to get damage down before I die. Instantly respawn. And how much? I can't see how much damage that did. Number's already too big. But that was a pretty good chunk that I got off my ultimate. At least an extra 100 to 200 damage, I'd say, with that one, especially because it was on the Cho'Gath, who's so freaking tanky. But I gotta come back on the map right away while they'll have 20-second respawn timers. Such a broken ability. That one I think either needs to get removed because it just, I feel like it's unhealthy for the game. But at the very least, like, lower the timer to like 30 seconds and give like roses or something like that. I don't know. Just like, or at least rose buffs that like you don't actually need to claim. Something, because the instant revive or respawn mechanic is too broken. Anyways, I'm pushing turret, get another tier 2, so I'm getting 700 gold in my pocket. I believe I could base, no, I don't think I have enough for Mortar Reminder yet. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay on the map. I could base for some armor pen, but I think having some map presence is nice. I wouldn't be able to get to mid in time, so I'm actually just gonna shove this wave out, try and create some pressure in the bot lane, make somebody react to me. If they don't react fast enough, my team keeps living. Because I forgot they had the buffs, so the people that died are already coming back pretty quick. I'm gonna make them answer me. Cho'Gath's coming. The Soul's coming. Stride break on him to scare him. And with these upgraded Swifties, I'm so fast, nobody's catching me. Especially when I have a Phantom Dancer on top of it. Extra 8% and celerity. Yeah. Nobody's catching me. Do I have enough for Mortar Reminder? Oh, Sean probably didn't see me. I think maybe I was just short of Mortar Reminder, so I wanted the extra wave. Chunk him down a little bit. Run. I also didn't want him to get the turret, I believe. So just by pressuring, yeah. I think it was, yeah, I had enough. So I think it was more just I didn't want him to get the turret. So I stay and make him question where I am when I leave. Cause I could be hiding in a bush again. He ends up rotating out, which is probably the smarter play on his end. Baron's up. But my team is so far ahead, they're just looking to fight. Do we convince him to come Baron? Yeah. Because my Shen still had his revive, so I'm looking for a fight's not the worst thing there. With all 5 of us, a lot of kills, we just melt this thing as it spawns. Maokai ults to try and delay us a little bit, but it's kind of funny how that Maokai R got both. I think me and Shen were in 2 different spots though. Shen R's. Wukong as he goes in, Wukong gets a couple big R's. Just spitting on all of them. I can get that one. Whichever was hiding in the bush. Pop my R into him because it gets the most value off tanky. The tank just because it does percent mixing max health damage and its true damage. Ace them. We have Baron, we should be getting at the very least inhib. but we should be getting more than that. I don't know why I agreed for this red. That wasn't the right play. I should have just went and pushed top. We had Baron. Getting red buff had really no impact on the game. Just slowed us down. Now because that's pushing, I'm just going to get this 1E. These are probably not the right plays to be doing. If I had to coach somebody on what to do, I would tell them not to do this. Because now they're respawning. This wave is just getting to tower. We did get mid inhib. And I believe it will get this tower. But I could have got a lot more if I just rotated faster. So, try and dodge his abilities, but doesn't really even try. Heckram's chasing me. Act like I'm leaving. There was a ward in there that probably saw me, so yeah. I play for just waiting in the bush. Gonna give up on. Act like I'm leaving. Come back over. And yeah, we get there. QE, Stride Breaker. Don't even need the ultimate because it one-shots him. I think it's just how far ahead I got with us getting every objective. I'm level 17. Don't know what level he was, but he's probably like, what, level 13 if I had to guess at most. 12. Because he does have 2 items at this point. See if I pull up tab anytime soon. No, but I'm gonna stand here just to create a little bit of pressure, keep the Barons or the minions Baron empowered, so that way he can't push him that easily. And it looks like my Wukong's putting some pressure mid while the rest of my team is gonna shove bot. There's really no reason to be shoving mid as it's already auto pushing, but having Wukong create a little bit of pressure is not the worst as long as my other 3 don't get dove. I'm gonna fight this Shogat here. See how this alt damage. Oof, that's a lot of damage. I'm sure you guys can see what the number is. I'm watching it on my editor and their editing software. I can't read the tiny number that it says, but I will show it at the end of the game of how much damage the Axiom Arcanist actually did this game. I think we're already over 1,000. Now cooldown's down to 45 seconds because they get the 7% reduced. Thought about basing, I think just because I didn't want the game to end, I was having fun. Wanted to farm some more stats, but 2 dead. We're just gonna, the team just wants to end, which is obviously the smart play. I'm gonna pad some stats, getting some more farm at the end. Well, just staying in base was really nothing to kill. And that's gonna do it for this one. It was kind of a team gap across the board, but I just want to show you how much damage that Garen does with the Axiom Arcanist. Looks like we did about 33,000 damage, most in the lobby. And with Axiom Arcanist, we did almost 1,100, which is actually a lot considering we only had about 4 to 5 ultimates this game, and the first one only did about like 57. So those last 2 were doing easily 300, 400 bonus damage each ultimate, which is just insane value. Definitely give the new Rune a try if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. Really helps the channel out. And with that, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.